So we're live now. I'm gonna give the hosting back to you.
Okay, we got JoJo coming in.
Tell them they Jesus look like you. Third, make sure they live by the word. Fourth, make sure they voice go unheard. Fifth, never let them think for themselves.
You should be the host now.
Try to put them all in a cell.
Okay.
Seventh, make sure they life a living hell.
Hey, how you doing, JoJo?
Hey, how are you?
We well. Let me see what is confusing.
Wonder why my niggas keep a tool. Ooh, heated, I've been trying to keep it cool. How you love thy neighbor and ain't help that nigga move. Skating on these tracks, this how
y'all only seeing my screen?
I see you.
Okay. Oh, that might just be my view. There we go.
Bitch, you dress me as your majesty. That 40 ride with me. Can't become another casualty. Make sure it's all there like I'm Drake. Yeah, better be. Can't reach my pedigree. Why you looking up if you ahead of me? I like mixing more with my Hennessy. Sliding on my enemies. Trying to up the score and have a winning spree until they listen up like assemblies. Diving off the deep end. Shit I ain't seen, hard to believe in. Cause I only hear the truth when I'm speaking. And it's gonna be too late when they understand. We been putting them hundreds between these rubber.
We got people coming in. We got Cleveland coming in.
You deserve to win. No, I don't know, never seen, never heard of fam. You gotta hustle and grind like you deserve to win.
Let me. Go ahead, please.
Trials, tribulations, culture appropriation, straight from plantations and incarceration, mass segregation, never got reparations.
Yeah, go ahead.
How in the world could this be the greatest nation?
Good on your side, D?
When they feel a little crowd. Heard they crack a smile
Yep.
when they shooting in
Okay.
the crowd. Heard they blame niggas when the looting getting wild. Heard they blame women when they rapists go to trial. Made CPS just to take a nigga chill. Post your mug shot cause they hate a nigga smile.
See who all up in here.
We got
Cleveland, welcome back. We always love your input, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Enjoying the weekend.
I hear that.
What's up, brother?
What's happening, Walls? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I thought I would try to slide in for a minute. I probably got to run out at about 8 o'clock, but I thought I'd show my face and say, support you or whatever. So,
Okay, it's always appreciated.
Yep,
all right.
Definitely. It's going to be a good show tonight, too.
I hear that.
See what else we got on here.
Turn your camera, Tim.
Turn my camera.
Well, there you go now. It's just
good? Okay.
Yeah, you good now.
What's up, Sanika? Representing Queens Round Table.
What's going on?
Not much. We're about to get ready to get this show together. I know you got some questions for us.
Yeah, I have a few.
Okay.
Oh, that's the writer, huh? Yeah. She got some cold books.
Seven yet? Can we get this started? Let me see.
Hey, JoJo, do me a favor, and turn your camera the other way.
I don't know how to do that.
No, just turn it horizontal. Like just flip your are you using the there you go, right there.
All right, D, go ahead and hit me with a song. We about to get ready to start this.
I'm home. African nigga in the European whip. Like we ain't come here on the European ship. Fuck your opinion, shut your European lips. Money and murder, that's that European. I know better, I just hold my tongue. Niggas yelling out total while I'm on my run. Happily wave back as I hold my gun. Yeah, I seen a lot of niggas die, they all look like me. Know your rights get denied when you look like me. Yeah, we both from different sides, but you look like me. How come the man in the mirror never look like me? Unfamiliar, quite peculiar, do you know yourself? Are you tending to your garden, do you grow yourself? Are you living in the past, do you hold yourself accountable for all that's bad like you owe yourself? A new life, a new bitch, a new you. Some new goals, some new hoes, a new crew. You know them, you know us, and them too. You know who everybody is, but who you? I ain't trying to preach cause I hate that shit. But I see niggas dying and I hate that shit. Smiling all the time, I gotta fake that shit. I hate 20 shots, why I make that shit. Sharing all this pain for the income I could gain. Great granny was a slave, why would I ever cop a chain? Gave us band-aids like that could ever stop the pain. Niggas used to hang for these songs that I sang. Niggas used to die for these pictures that I post. Niggas used to die trying to get a right to vote. Liberty and life, they say we got a right to both. But we ain't have rights since they drug us off that boat. Took us from our land and took our land from us.
All right, let's get this show started. What's up, everybody? My name is Timothy Hill, and I am the producer of the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. We have a special show for you guys tonight. It's going to be a live show. It's going to be hot. We got the legendary comedic icon, D Millitant, who's going to grace our presence, as well as the community activist, JoJo Underwood, the controversial, hilarious Bobby J Coleman, and also the multi-talented Beauty's Gift. So we're looking for a great show tonight. We do have some future shows coming up. One in August, another one in September, another one in December, and we'll possibly add on a show for October. So, and if we do the show for October, more than likely that'll be on a Sunday. So stay on the lookout for that. The best way to stay up to date on when our shows are is to follow us on social media at Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. That's HEART HEART Relationship Talk Show, or RTS, Facebook and Instagram. All right, so moving on about the show, one thing that I really like about the show is that it gives people the opportunity to submit questions anonymously, also get different perspectives of those questions, and then be able to apply that to their own life. So, being able to submit questions without feeling guilt, and having the option to talk about it or just sit there and listen, and then also discuss it with celebrities who may have, possibly went through the same or a similar scenario that a lot of us go through, But you know, with them being, you know, celebrity, obviously, they've been able to overcome whatever, you know, whatever it was to obtain the success that they have. So, you know, being able to hear different perspectives such as that, you know, can help everybody in their, you know, daily life. So, one thing I want to encourage you guys to do is go to our chat. There, you will also find the Instagram and Facebook social media links. But go ahead and submit a question. Anything about relationships. It could be, you know, about significant other. It could be neighbor, family related, whatever. Anything relationship. So go ahead and drop a question in the chat. We're going to grab those questions later on during the show, and then we're going to ask them. Also, what I would like you to do is that I got you guys on with us. We do have the Eventbrite link in the chat. So, you know, the more perspectives that we can get involved in the show, the better. So if you could take this time, send that link out to a couple people. Invite them into the show. Let them know this is going to be a great show tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. They could talk to celebrities, and it's very interactive. So just send that link to them. Have them check out the show for the night, because we're looking forward, you know, to having a great show, and we want to have as many people involved as, you know, as possible. So with that, also, this show would not be possible with just me. I do have people that's helped me with this. I have two co-producers, Trina and Millitant in Black Legacy. They're going to introduce themselves in a minute. But before they do, I do have to give a special shout out to the Queens Roundtable for always supporting the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show, especially with their Facebook group, Queens Roundtable. She's been, you know, she's constantly putting, you know, a lot of our media and stuff in the group for people to, you know, see and talk about. So we really appreciate you for that. And also, I have to shout out Dripping with Expressions for my lovely shirt. It says Jesus is dope, which he is. I designed it, so ain't why it's dope, but I do like it. My Jesus is black, as you can see. Yeah. Now with that said, I want to turn it over to Trina, our co-producer.
Evening, everyone. My name is Trina, and I'm one of the co-producers for the show. And I am blessed to be here on my beautiful island in Kingston, Jamaica. That is one of the benefits of having the show on Zoom. If you haven't done so already, I'm going to ask that you follow us on IG and Facebook. I'll be placing the link in our chat. We've also created the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show group on Facebook, where we get to discuss topics that we didn't get to talk about on these sessions, and also any relationship questions, anything that you have to ask that you would like different opinions on. Additionally, we have the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show podcast, which is hosted by our very own Just Plain Selfish, that you can get on SoundCloud, Spotify, and radioblog.com. So let me not take all of this credit for myself. Let us big up Black Legacy, who is in the building as another co-producer for the show. Black Legacy.
What's up? Peace of mind extended to everyone. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I am the Black Legacy, one of the co-producers of the show, and also the CEO of Starving Mind Records. And I also created a greeting card, and it's a Black Santa. So whenever you all get a chance, you can go to starvingmindrecords.com. It's starving without a G, STARVINMIND records.com, and you will be able to see some of the music that I present. You can be able to see snippets of the past shows, and you also can see the greeting card. And as Tim mentioned earlier, you know, take time out to be able to share the link right now. Share the link with a friend, one or two, and have them come on join us, because this show is going to be amazing, and we want to make sure that everybody get an opportunity to tap in. And also, I want to piggyback off of Tim and give shout outs to the sponsors. You know, the sponsor, Just Shooting Photography, Royal Salon Suites, Just Plain Selfish, Shea Promo, Farside TV, Smashing Concepts, and Starving Mind Record. And as Tim mentioned also earlier, we want to give another special shout out to the Facebook Queen Roundtable, you know, just for being that avid supporter. And at this time, if anybody have a business that they want to broadcast, come on, hit the raise hand icon, and I'll pull you up to the front so you can give a chance to talk about your business. So is there anyone out here that want to talk about their business right now? Anybody on? Okay, we can give opportunity later on also, once we get more participants and off into the meeting. Well, yeah, if you have anything, we want to make sure that we give you all the opportunity to link up and also share your business, because we want to support one another. So this is an opportunity for us all to be able to share our businesses and our ideas and get it out to one another. Okay, so with that, we'll come back later. I'll just turn it back over to Tim for now.
Hey, D, I need you to unmute my camera, please.
Your camera muted too? Yeah. You should be good.
Oh, muted me. Let me see. No, camera's still muted. It says you disabled my camera.
Is you good now?
There we go. All right, cool. All right, so now that you guys have met our co-producers of the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show, does anybody know what today is? And I'll give you a hint, it's a birthday today, a very special birthday. All right, so, and this is news to me too, so don't feel bad. But today I found out today is Detroit's birthday. So 320 years ago was the first day that Detroit was actually an official city established here in Michigan. So, you know, Detroit has seen a lot within those 320 years. And then it has also received, you know, some negative stigmas about Detroit, you know, whether it be, you know, the crime or pollution, high gas, whatever. You know, people always got something to say about Detroit, but there's a lot of good here in Detroit that people don't see. So for tonight, we have a spoken word presentation by Dismantle, who is a poet out of Pontiac, Michigan, my birth city, matter of fact. And he's going to do a spoken word today on Motown. D, can you roll that video?
I was always told that you can't hurry love because it often doesn't come easy. It takes work and a lot of give and take, and for goodness sake, Lord knows that I can relate. I remember the first time I met her. Too young to really understand what she had to offer. I must have been like 4, tops, and I couldn't really understand the meanings. But it was a movement of the soul that spilled into my drums and left my whole body numb. See, at the time I was too preoccupied with rap to really appreciate that crap, not realizing it was this that put that on the map. The same boom, same clap, same singers in the back on every sample track. It took a couple of years, but then she came right back. And she had the nerve to ask me if I could feel the temptations of her smooth contours. See, her eyes were smoky, robbing sons of their solo love for hip-hop. Had us dancing all day to the point that we glad it's night so we could rest up. Music had me feeling so tall that my spirit couldn't fit through common doors, but could reach the highest ed when stars in the sky and with supreme accuracy. See, sometimes you just have to marvel at the miracles. Now when I think about Motor City greats, I think about the energy that it left in the air. The sultry sounds that flow from that noun that spelled out Mo-Town. The blood that fills the veins and ease so much pain from D-Town to Yo-Town and Mo-Towns, and I have time to pronounce. See, this is home, baby, where the streets are paved with legends and remembered by the disciples that witnessed firsthand the molding of history. And many of them left their blood in the streets, tears in the gutters, and prayers on the lips of the forgotten. But see, we didn't forget. Still remembering the not so famous who still helped to change us. The Monitors, Chris Clark, Frank Wilson, Kim Weston, who still gave their best in a time where getting lost in the shadows was easy. But it's listen to the residue of high notes left in the bricks and thunderstorms laced with guitar riffs and horn hits. From Greenfield to Kniff, we have grand rivers, great lakes, and amazing faith. And it's the beat of the city's drums that makes his heart thump, and the pound of El Green's foot that makes Joe Lewis's fist pump. We talking about a generation that influenced generations that will influence generations through the oldest form of art. And I'm proud to be a part of this movement that got a big part of its start right here in the heart of the motor, where our revolution started with revolving records and spent circles around what's going on. And what's been going on lately has the world gone crazy. The youth beaten by Facebooks, slanging Instagrams, and chatting in a snap. But we come from a generation that refuses to turn its back. See, we still owe it to little Stevies and the baby Ruths to help show them the truth and living proof that our spirits don't spook by the goose and uncouth who've been shaking our city loose with the misuse and abuse of the energy grown and profuse. They said don't end a place like this. Well, I second that emotion. Spending my days living for the city in the rhythm of the night. Even our plazas have heart. So welcome to Detroit, 313, the D, Motown, Motor City, where we pump pistons to keep our red wings flapping. And I ain't lying, nor trying to impress, but yet impress the beautiful facts that Motown ain't never left. So how can Motown ever be coming back?
All right, that was Dismantle with the spoken word piece titled Motown. You can find Dismantle on IG at Dismantle101 and Dismantle on YouTube. You can also find those links in the chat. So at this time, I want to encourage you guys again, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead, send that link out to some people out in, who may be interested in looking to have some fun tonight. So we're about to get ready and get into the show. Also, want you guys to remember to follow us on Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show on Facebook and IG. HEART2 HEART Relationship Talk Show. Now let's get this party started. Go ahead, D, roll the video.
Is it love or is lust? Is it all about us? Do we really have trust? Is compromising enough? Come on, let us discuss. Heart to heart, let's start the spark. Let's talk, no fuss.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Glad to see you guys are with us. You guys ready to get started? Before we do, I just want to say welcome to the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. Those of you who are not familiar with what we do here, the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show is an open platform for users all across the world to come and talk about all topics taboo related to all things relationship. In addition to that, we have several business owners and brands in the building as well. We do encourage you to reach out, network, support one another, get to know one another, and boast and brag about yourself as well. We do have just a few rules, just 4 simple rules. One is be nice. We're not having anything else. We're gonna be nice, we're gonna be adult, and we're gonna go. That's all, we're gonna be nice. Number 2 is if you want to participate, which we want you to, please do me a favor, hit that little hand raise icon so we can see you. And then if you're gonna raise your hand and participate, please come up on the camera because we want to see how beautiful you are today as well. So in addition to that, we have some really, really great guests in the building today. We have the political activist with them hot red lips up there, JoJo Underwood, in the building tonight. I see you, sis. We also have the amazingly talented and gorgeous Beauty's Gift in the building. We have funny man Bobby J Coleman, and we also have the super hilarious comedian D Millitant in the building as well. So we're gonna let everybody come up. They're gonna kick it with us a little bit, tell us a little bit about themselves, and then we're gonna get right into the show. So with those red lips, where you go? JoJo Underwood, come up and talk to us for a little bit. How are you?
I'm right here. Sorry.
That's okay. How's it going?
It's going well.
I see you have a lot going on. Tell us a little bit about what you are doing out here.
Okay. I'm running for Detroit City Council in District 7. I'm a political activist and community organizer in the great city of Detroit, just working to try to make change in our community to help our people, the city of Detroit.
That's what's up. You cut out a little bit, but definitely we got it. You are running and you definitely want those folks coming up. I think the election is it August? What's the date?
Yes, the election is in August the 3rd. You can vote right now, early voting. I also is the author of Proposal P. I know a lot of the citizens out there in Detroit have seen billboards. They have seen commercials saying vote no on Proposal P. I'm asking you to vote yes on Proposal P. It will not bankrupt the city of Detroit. You will not lose your pensions. Please don't believe the hype that we lost 70% of our public assets in a bankruptcy, and we attempted to get a lot of that back. And what is happening is that the millionaires and the billionaires that actually financially gain off the sale of our property wants to keep it for themselves and allow the status quo to happen in the city of Detroit. And so it's crazy how today is Detroit's birthday, and we talking about 300 years of the city of Detroit being a city. And I'm the one that helped write the city constitution, which is the foundation document of the city. So it's an honor to be here and participate in this program.
Well, definitely it's an honor to have you here. Definitely Black Girls Rock, and you are definitely showing us why. We do encourage and support that, so keep doing what you're doing. We have another Black girl that rocks. I want to bring her up next. Beauty's Gift, for those who don't know the amazingly talented Beauty's Gift, come up and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. Well, of course, my name is Beauty's Gift. I am a brand ambassador, also a comedian on social media, a social media influencer, and I am also a voiceover actor. And I have been doing voiceovers for about 2.5 years now, so it's been really fun and really great. And I am also a model, and I also do a lot of funny skits on different social medias.
She a TikTok sensation. She being modest about it. She likes slamming. Yes. She on TikTok.
I am on TikTok. Thank
Follow her
you
on
so
TikTok.
much.
Definitely follow her at beauties_gift on Instagram too. She's dope and amazing for sure. And then we have the guys in the building too, not least at all, just last on the list, but the Millitant comedian. He is super hilarious. For those of you who don't know him, definitely make sure you follow him on social media as well. Come up and kick it with us. How are you? Nice to meet you. We got D Millitant. Is he in the building with us? All right, he may be having some technical issues right now, but we're gonna go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Right, fix it up for us. We see you, brother. How's it going?
Okay, you can hear me now, right?
We can hear you now.
Okay, fantastic. Technical difficulties, you know how it is. Russians, Chinese, they're always after a brother like me. What can I tell you? I've been doing comedy long enough to be considered a legend, which means all the other legends are gone. It's my generation's turn. I produced BET's Comic View. I've written 10 books about comedy, how to do comedy, comedy history. I've written for over 100 comedians, toured the world doing comedy, and I have a show on Tubi right now, which was actually taped back in 1990. Called Comedy on the Edge. Jamie Foxx's first time on TV, D.L. Hughley's first time doing stand-up, the late, great Yvette Wilson's first time. So you can go on Tubi and watch that, and it's called Comedy on the Edge. And I am a big supporter of women in comedy. I wrote a book called Comedians Laugh, Be a Lady, and I'm the only guy that's ever written a book about women in comedy, so I'm that guy.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, we have a legend in the building. Definitely salute. We do respect that for sure. I definitely saw that you have done all the work. You put all the work in. So legend is definitely a deserved title. We're definitely happy to have you in the building. Looking forward to see what you have to say about relationships. Enlighten us, please. But before we get into our first question, we're gonna have Bobby J Coleman. Bobby J Coleman, definitely funny man. Definitely, if you haven't followed him, definitely check him out. Come up and introduce yourself and give us some of that controversial comedy you have going on. D Millitant looking like he gonna come in the room with him. He looked.
It's like the Brady Bunch. I'm looking around for the right box to look at.
That's how it looked like. He was looking like he was gonna pop up on the slide under you, which he should be any moment. Bobby, you in the building?
Yeah.
Any second now, right? Okay.
I don't think he joined us yet.
All right, well, we waiting on Bobby. That's okay. Let me know when he comes in. We'll definitely get him up and get things going with him, get a little intro in. He's definitely
he just hit me up, said the link isn't working, so give me 1 minute while I send it to him again. He just sent it to me.
All right, no problem. We're definitely gonna wait for him when he comes in. We're definitely gonna get him introduced and get him going. But I do have, one question that I want to kind of get started with to kind of just kick the show off. So if that's cool, Tim, you want to go ahead and get started with that first question?
Yeah, go ahead. And Bobby could, explain, tell people who he is during that first question. He should be on by then.
For sure. Now, of course, everybody on the show, you know that you can submit questions. If you have a question that you want answered, you can go ahead and you can put it in the chat box so that we can answer your question and just kind of get a whole take from everybody else about the topics that are on your mind. We do have one question that was submitted already. I am going to start with D Millitant for this question. So the question from our viewer is, are people conditioned to stay in bad relationships that don't support them? So is it just like a trend, a habit? Are we just brainwashed, programmed to stay in relationships when they no longer support us?
Yeah, I think a lot of people stay in relationships that do not benefit them or help them out because a lot of people have insecurity issues. If you don't think that you can leave that relationship and grab somebody else or just be alone, then you're going to stick with that particular person because to some degree, in your mind, they fulfill you or fulfill a certain part of the life that you need. Some people just like to argue. If you have somebody that will argue with you all the time, you're going to stay in that. whether it's beneficial or not. Some people like to be dumped on by other people. They like to be criticized. You'll stay in a relationship with somebody that will criticize you. And for the critic, you'll stay in a relationship with somebody that you can criticize. Why would you want to be with a doormat? So a lot of people do it because, frankly, they're afraid to step out because it might have taken them a certain amount of time to even get with this person. Oh, I didn't like the dating scene. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I finally met this one guy and yeah, we having problems, but you know, he cool. No, he ain't. He ain't really cool. On the open market, you know he ain't cool. On your list, on your little checklist, he ain't on that list. But none of the other brothers that you ran across wanted to date you, or the guys on your list, sorry, you ain't on their list. So you stuck in a bad relationship. Man up, woman up, look yourself in the mirror and say, I deserve better. I'll put it to you this way. I started living with women when I was 19 years old. I shacked with a girl. I lived with 2 twins. I've been married twice. I'll leave. So I like
that is always you to say, but that is hilarious. He said he will chuck the deuces. Well, definitely. JoJo, I see you pop up a little bit. Tell me, Ms. Underwood, how do you feel about that? Do you think we're conditioned to stay in relationships? I mean, and this could be a friendship, this could be an intimate relationship, but are we conditioned to stay?
I think we are conditioned. I think we are conditioned. First of all, nobody wants to be alone. So I also feel like in relationships, we tie ourselves to people for the wrong reasons a lot of the times. And it's always self-serving, and a relationship supposed to be a mutual thing. It's a communication supposed to be mutual. It's a give, a take, a receive. And I think a lot of times when we get involved in relationship we have this idea and we meet the representative and we don't really meet the actual person, and then you fall in love with the representative and the actual person is treating you like crap, but you like, well, I remember, especially as women, we always think that we can nurture or care, or maybe that person I fell in love with will come back around and stuff like that. So I think we definitely has been conditioned by society to accept relationships that is self-serving, and that a lot of people are in relationships for the wrong reasons, and marriages for the wrong reasons, marrying for the wrong reasons, having children by people for the wrong reasons. So I definitely think it's a cultural thing. It's a society conditions, and you can be the best parent and that you raise your child to, do everything right. But it can take one person to, and it's all over with. So yeah, I definitely agree with the Millitant that, we are conditioned, by society to accept unhealthy relationships as is normal, which is not.
Now, Beauty's Gift, you're in a different, I think you're in a different age group than some of the other people. So tell us, from your perspective and from your generation, are you guys chucking the deuces, or are you staying through stuff that is not good and not benefiting?
I am chucking the deuces. There is no way I will put myself in any type of hurt or form to hurt myself for anyone. There is no type of way, but I understand why people do it. There are some people that are insecure. There are people that cannot face the being alone, or there are people that have instilled in their self that you have to go through hell in order to get heaven, when that's not true.
Those are opposite directions.
Those are opposite directions, my baby. So I just feel that at least people put themselves through pain in order to show and prove to the other person that they are with, who is not worth them, that they are worthy. And that be the problem with relationships nowadays. They are more so proving that they are worthy for the person than rather walking in their worth. So there's a big difference. So yes, there is conditions. I do believe that.
Definitely, I agree too. It looks like Mama Nazar wants to say something too. Can we get her a mic? We definitely want to hear.
Hold on. We got Bobby. Bobby back on. We got to hit all the panelists.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all feeling?
Doing good. Glad to have you here. For those of us that don't follow you on Facebook and get offended by your comedy, tell us who you are.
I am Bobby J Coleman. I'm just a comedian, actor, director. So I just like to have fun and choose violence daily on social media.
I choose violence shirt, as long as you make a choice.
I should have put it on, huh?
For sure. About that. I love it. Well, we do have a question that we already kind of got started, and you always have a really unique perspective. So I'm going to repeat the question and you chime in for me. Our question is, are people conditioned to stay in bad relationships that do not support them?
Absolutely. I don't think it matters and this is just from experience and things that I've heard and even dealt with. If you've ever went through a relationship issue that was pretty much the end of the line, it basically should have been done, and you brought it to somebody else, it's a 99% chance they're going to try to talk you back into that situation because they didn't live it. So it comes down to you gaining that strength and that knowledge, kind of like Daryl was saying about him being old school. I'm the same way, man. You go through it so much, you like, you know what, I got to make this decision on myself, because what people do is they see you from the outside. So if you're asking for advice, it's usually from somebody that you know or family members, and they see what you have from the outside, but they don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So you end up getting an ear for your problems, but not necessarily support for what you want to do. Like, yo, I'm done, I'm out. And they be like, oh, what I got so good and all this, but they don't know the ups and downs. So a lot of people are leaning on other people outside of their relationships and their own abilities for their own relationships that they're in. So of course you're gonna get, your parents, it don't matter, pastor. I was divorced before, and we in court, divorce court, and they trying to get us back together. So I'm telling you, her attorney, my attorney, they was like, hey, y'all work this out, just seem cool. Nah.
We see something y'all don't see.
Exactly. So it's come to the point now where you really have to learn and gain discernment and strength for yourself, man or woman, to figure out what it is you want to do and actually deploy whatever it is and how to handle your situation on your own, because only you know exactly what's good for you, and you know what you've been through, you know what you can go through, what you can't deal with. They may have seen one problem, but it took 10 for me to come talk to you. So they don't get the whole picture. So of course I've never been told, yo, you need to burn out, you need to let that go. So it just is what it is.
Gotcha. So the general consensus of this is, yeah, people do it. It's just kind of like a habit and a trend for self-esteem issues, or because people just aren't taking charge of themselves. So I'll definitely give my take on it. Of course, going with my name, my theme, my brand, Just Plain Selfish. Like, how can you stay in something that doesn't support you? Your relationships, your life, your everything is about you. You should be the whole, the whole thing that you're focused on. Not being selfish or anything, but if it doesn't support you, if it doesn't give you life, then what the fuck are you doing it for? Anything, friendships with the homies, that job, that person you love, and if it's not giving you what you need on any level, then that definitely is an issue that you're staying in, that it does show, that you got something else going on inside that you need to probably be alone to work on. But we do have a couple interesting questions popping in the chat, so I definitely want to move on to another question. Bobby, since you're up, I'm gonna start with you to run it back. The question is, how do you get a person, woman, or man to be submissive? Do you think that's a thing?
Hold on. We have a response. Somebody wants to chime in on this.
On which one? On the last question?
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead. Who we got?
Miss Chandler. Pull Miss Chandler up.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How's everybody?
We doing real good.
Wonderful. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Go ahead and tell us what you think.
So to piggyback off what you said, which is very important, you have to be selfish in a good way. You have to prioritize self and recognize that every relationship that you have outside of you is a reflection of the relationship that you have with self. So if you have an unhealthy relationship with yourself, you're going to have unhealthy relationships with everybody around you. So that's when you need to take that time to step back and pour into you and heal your own wounds and past traumas. And then that will improve your relationship with self and thus with everybody around you. So until that occurs, people will continue to latch on to what they think makes them feel comfortable and instead of what they are actually worthy of.
Definitely stand in that comfort zone, even though it's an unhealthy place. It's not even a comfort zone. They call it that, but it's really not a comfort zone. It's just a familiar space. Definitely most of those places don't have any comfort. They're just familiar places. Well, definitely, I appreciate that. That was definitely insightful. Yeah, the relationship that you have with other people is definitely a reflection of how you feel about yourself, because you teach people your standards. You teach people how to treat you by how you represent and treat yourself. So yeah, that was definitely dope. We just got another question in from our producer, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Our question is, what would you do in a relationship that's based on sex, but he never really wants to take me out? D. Millitant, go ahead and give it to us raw on that one. So, I mean, it's relationships based on physical attraction. They exist. I think that is very important. I have to want to smash you, but he doesn't want to take me out. So, am I the problem or is he the problem? What's the problem?
No, you both have to understand that it's a booty call situation. That's why he's not taking you
committed
out.
to a relationship.
I'm
though.
sure that he hooks up with you late at night. So it's not like you guys,
he's called me his girlfriend and we have sex in the afternoon.
Okay, but he's not going to take you to lunch. He's going to meet you during your lunch break at your apartment. Y'all going to have sex. He's going to go back and do what he want to do, and you're going to go back to work. Everybody has to understand when you go into a relationship, what is this relationship? Are we looking to get married one day? Are we looking to help each other with our kids because the other parents aren't doing anything for us? Are we sex buddies? Do we like to go to movies together? Do we like to go to museums? Are we cultural friends? What kind of relationship are you having? And if it's a sexual relationship and he ain't taking you nowhere, then it's just sex. It's a booty call. And if you don't understand that, then you got some girlfriends that have been giving you some wrong advice.
I feel you. Bobby J. Coleman, tell me what you think about that. So you taking her out to eat, but I mean, you're smashing on a regular. You like her, you tell her she's your girl, but you're not taking her out. Why? Why would that be?
Because she's allowing that.
Period.
You can, I mean, that's pretty much period. You can try to shift blame and things like that, but people are going to do what they're allowed. And for her, of course, it's a discernment thing, and she's not really understanding that this isn't how relationships flow. It's not a relationship. It's, they call it a situationship. And you're there, you're good for one or two things. And I mean, I've been around people that have said that, like, I'm talking to this guy and, the communication cuts off at 5. He's texting all day. Well, he's texting you at work all day. Then when he gets home, he's to his woman, That's all discernment. So if you can't pick up on that, it's what you allow, It's like a guy that's getting tricked out of his money. Same for him. That's what she's in it for. She's in it for the free meals and things like that. He's in it for the free sex. It's all discernment. And if you're lacking discernment, then you got a long way to go to get on the path of understanding how relationships flow, because a guy can tell you anything. It's like a friendship ring, promise ring. It just holds you off for a couple of years. You tell a person what they want and they shut up for a little while. So yeah, you my girl, but that don't mean nothing. That don't lock us in, She's stupid because she allows me to do this, but I just told her she my girl. You're like it, and this is just coming from a guy's perspective. What you allow is what a man is gonna do. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
So basically, ladies, they childish a little bit. We're going to move from Bobby J. I'm just joking. But no, you can't be telling them what they want to hear in Spanish, but that's how the game goes. So Beauty's Gift, tell me. So your girl comes to you and she poses the same question. I like him. He says he likes me. The sex is great, but we ain't been to Benihana not one time. What's the problem? What you telling your girlfriend?
I'm telling her to either tell him get right or get less. That's the reality, because at this point he has created something consistent for him. This is a consistent person. This is someone I know I can get something out of, and it's sex. So regardless of it being a relationship, that's not a relationship for one, because a relationship is give and take, but it's still not take unless it's given. So at that point, I believe that she is not thinking. I will tell her, you're not thinking, honey. You need to understand that you are the value. And if he just keep using you as a doormat to wipe his feet off, he gonna keep using you as a doormat to wipe his feet off. So no, leave him. Leave him in the dust. Bye-bye. Woo, see ya.
JoJo, you want to chime in? You pop up with them red lips.
Yeah, I think it's a question of how you value yourself as a woman and what your standard is. If you are a grown woman and you mature enough to handle a relationship strictly just upon sex, because a lot of times when we, it's not necessarily a man, I've been in situations where that's all I wanted from a man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily want, anything else but that, because of my lifestyle that I live. So but you got to create that understanding. Is it a sex situation, or you really want a commitment? It sounds like she want like to date and have like a real relationship. Well, that need to be discussed, and the communication need to be careful. And
sucker. That guy you was dealing that with wasn't no sucker. She was a sucker. You did what he wanted to do, so it was fair. He didn't expect nothing more than that.
He probably wanted some Benihana. How you know he wasn't hungry trying to go eat afterwards?
Trust me, he got just what he wanted. So y'all was on even playing ground. His emotions wasn't there. It was just the thing,
Wait, just because you a third, guys be whole wanting to cuddle and go get some dang on Coney Island afterwards. Like, don't go with the strong arm around the waist. So don't act like that's every guy.
When is after sex a man said, "What are we?"
Okay.
Wow.
We know what it is.
Yeah, I think they made a lot of good points here. Don't eat on an empty stomach, sis. Tell them you hungry first. And if you don't have nothing to eat, then you already know what it is. You're not hungry. Either I'm gonna feed myself because I'm just coming for sex, or we gotta go get something to eat because we're not doing nothing on the empty stomach. So just remember, you gotta be full out here to be full and be focused. So definitely. And then you gotta, like he said, you gotta know what you want. If you don't just want sex, especially with a guy, you gotta say in the beginning, I want these things. Now he might lie and trick you, but his behavior is gonna reveal that. So make sure you're clear in the beginning, like, yeah, I want to smash you too, but I also want to go eat and I want to catch a couple movies. Some guys are cool with going to eat and catching a couple movies, but if that's not the guy that's doing that and that's what you want, then that's just not the guy for you. You can find somebody to give your sex to that's gonna take you to grab something to eat into a movie, sis. You just gotta up your
tell guys that sex or that taking her out to eat is the buffer between her feeling like she was being a hoe and not.
Period. And buy her some from Astoria Bakery too. Like make it like feel like romantic and sweet. If she out 9 times out of 10, either she want to give it to you or she really just hungry and there for the food. So yeah, buy her something from the bakery too.
It just kills.
Hey, we do have one that want to chime in. We got Cleveland. He want to chime in on this topic also.
Go ahead, Cleveland. What you want to tell us?
Well, first of all, it's not only about food, it's about being seen in public with a person. That's a whole kind of another different thing, because if a person doesn't want to be seen in public with you, that kind of says something about the situation in and of itself. Because going out to eat is one thing. You could walk down to the park. If a person don't want to walk down to the park, that's somebody that's got something to hide. I mean, either he's a secret agent, something else is going on. And I've had to tell, female friends, like, look, boo, the writing is right there. I mean, how you don't see that a person who doesn't really want to be seen with you in public is either trying to hide something from you or is trying to hide you. So, I mean, it really says something about the give and take in a relationship. And believe me, you know, I understand grown folks, and good sex is good sex. I'm not mad about that. But a person who doesn't want to be seen in public with you is telling you something, and you should hear it.
I seen Deliante flash up on the screen. You want to talk to us? I'd love to hear your take on it. Why are you not taking a me?
Because it's funny.
You've been there before?
Never.
So you
I'm not sleep with no female. If I don't want to be out seen with you, I can't show you. I ain't gonna do it.
I respect it.
I can't do it because if I don't want to be seen with you out in public, I damn sure don't want to see you with the lights on.
So you must not drink a lot.
Yeah, I drink, and that's when I really told me. I look at see how big. I look and see how big my eyes is, how big the feet is, how big that nose is.
With the Hennessy,
yeah, I gotta watch what I drink. Now I ain't gonna say never. It ain't. I'm just saying.
So you ain't never creep. You never creep.
Probably when I was underage, but when I got grown, I knew what to do. Don't
You grew up with ugly women. Gotcha.
Yeah, when I was underage, I drank that gin and got in trouble. When I was grown, you don't drink that gin.
Oh, okay. Drink was it 18 or 21? Flipped over.
You don't want to roll over and eat with an alligator.
Oh my God.
We're gonna move on to the next question, guys. Thank you everybody for your input. I got a couple more questions. Let's see where we want to start. All right, so blended families. We're gonna start here. You all got kids? Anybody got kids on my panel? Who Beauty's and Bobby J, you got kids?
Yeah.
D Millitant, you got kids?
2.
JoJo, you got kids?
Yes, 1.
All right, so you guys are dating someone and you really like them. And you know, you've gotten to the point where they're around the family and they've met your children and everything. And you know, we all know the vibe and everything. And you pick up on the vibe that they don't like your kids. Maybe not both of them, but one of them. They just, you know, and then we gonna just say for argument's sake, your kids a little bad, they're a little spoiled like my kids is, just a little bit, but they don't like your kids. Should you continue to date them? Is that a deal breaker? Are we still kicking it with them? Are we trying to figure out why are we bonding them with the kids? And then you ask and they don't like your kids. What are you doing, JoJo?
It depends on the age of the child.
Yep.
For me, my son is 11 years old, so I come with a package deal. So it's me and Malik. So if you don't like my son, that's a part of me, so you don't like me, you know. Now when he's grown and he has his own family, something like that, and my significant other don't like them, I would try to work it out. But I just couldn't see myself as a mother being attractive and being with somebody that don't like a part of me, which is my child. So for me, no, that's a deal breaker.
Beauties, chime in for me. Somebody, they don't like the baby. They don't like the cute little baby with the pup tails because she cried like they don't like it.
They don't like my baby. I don't like them. I turn quick. I don't care. I don't care if you're the most handsomest man in the world with the richest pockets and own half of the United States. I still ain't gonna like you if you don't like my kid. Only because my kid is literally a part of me, and that is a person that's going to be there in my life for the rest of me. She was put on this world. My daughter's only 4, so if you don't like a 4-year-old, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need a Happy Meal.
Bobby J, she's nothing like the women you talk about on Facebook. She's the prototype. She comes along and she's the prototype, but she's like, but your kids, like I like kids, but I don't know if I like your kids.
Nope. Fuck these kids. I don't like other people's kids. So see, here's the thing. So you got a daughter, and then Joanna, you got a son.
Mm-hmm.
In my dating experiences, dating women with daughters is easier than sons. Because that little nigga never gonna leave.
Right.
And he comes, so the hierarchy in the house it's her son, then you can't say nothing about her son. Her sons are king. It just never works out. It never works out. And they just, it's like, I'm a man. So me trying to do things to toughen him up or just get him prepared for manhood and independence is offensive, because what women don't understand about men's discipline is not for right now. It's for down the line in 5-10 years. So y'all will go behind us and try to clean it up and make them, oh, he didn't mean that, or what? No, we can't have none of that. What I say goes, and stop there. So it's a difference. So it ain't about totally just the kids thing. If like the little girls and things like that, a little bit of more of a challenge, but it's a different challenge versus a son and being undermined and then being not the head guy. It's her, him, and then the son. Her, the son, and you. So it's different. It's more context to that question.
Do you have boys or girls?
I have a son and 2 girls.
Okay, so she comes along and she doesn't like your daughter. She just don't. They act like their mama. They look like their mama. She think he still want their mama. And she just really don't like your 2 daughters, but she is the prototype. Are you still dating her, or are you kicking her to the curb?
I would understand if she doesn't want to, because I'm just like y'all, like, hey, I don't think I'm a tough dad. You know, I'm a realistic dad. So I'm not going to speak from like a personal situation where like my kids are really well mannered and they're respectful. But I'm just saying, if my kids had troubles and things like that, sometimes parents will be delusional and be like, oh, my kid's an angel and all this stuff. I would understand. I would definitely understand.
Got you. Militant, so they come along and they don't like your kids. They don't like your little kids. They don't like your grown kids. They just don't like your kids that much. Are you still able to date that person?
You cannot like my grown kids. I don't care about that. My grown kids not around me all the time. You can dislike them from a distance. Just don't tell me about it. I don't give a fuck. But my younger kid, you better not say shit about, because she is around me all the time. And I have to agree with what Bobby said. When you date women who have kids, it is easier to date a woman who has daughters, because they'll give you a little bit of a break. You know, if you're nice to them and cool with them, they'll see how mama reacts to you. The dude, And see, my problem with dating women with sons is I got too much Marvin Gaye daddy in me. I'll fuck a nigga up. You know, you come cock blocking and all that bullshit, sagging, skinny jeans, trying to talk like you go whoop my ass. I just bust the cap in you. I'm always packing. I don't care how old you are.
Don't bust Well, this is definitely good information. Definitely good to know. So if the kids are grown, fuck them kids. But if they little, you gotta definitely respect the kids. Is what I kind of got with these spouses. So okay, that's perfectly fine. So I have another question. Was there anybody that wanted to chime in on that, or were we all? I don't hear anybody. I didn't see any other hands. All right. So our next question is, and Bobby J, we're gonna start with you on this one. Mm-hmm. With women outnumbering men, should monogamy be a realistic expectation?
With women outnumbering men, so Black women outnumber Black men. We're just speaking from that perspective by about 2.1 million. So somebody gonna have to share. Take that up with the Lord. So
can't you just be lonely like 1.5 million homes? Can't just be lonely out here and the rest of us be committed?
Well, they got their sons. They got their sons.
Ain't nobody talking about their damn sons. We not in them type of relationship. This is not my king. This is my little not broke best friend. He not broke. And he got him a nice portfolio going on so he can date y'all daughters and have some money. But my little broke best friend is not my king. That is my kid. Now, so we got to share, basically. So that's your justification. So
no. Realistically, no. I mean, the polygamy and all that stuff, I don't even think that's a thing that'll stay on for a while. It's gonna be a long time. I mean, today there's more single people than ever, and it's just due to not wanting to accept people that are on your level and relevant to you, kind of in close proximity due to social media. So I think people just really I mean, most people, even growing up, we knew people that were single. You know, it's the same, but it's just more now. But I think with polygamy and it is, I don't think it'll catch on. So I just think people, it comes down to just people and their standards, why that's kind of being entertained. But that's still a dark world lifestyle, because somebody presenting that, it'll get shot down real quick. So I don't even think it's a realistic thing right now.
Yeah, and I think social media just helps everybody know who's single and who with who. So that's a whole bigger issue, or, you know, and then people feeling the type of way because they don't have relationship goal photos or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the post and all that. But Bobby J, thanks for your feedback on that. JoJo, tell me how you feel about that. Are you expecting a man to be faithful, or because we're outnumbering men out here, are you expecting to share?
Well, I think that a lot of women today, the side chicks are winning. So I think a lot of women, it's like it doesn't really beneficial to be a wife anymore. Like the foundation of marriage and being a wife or being a good woman, like all the stuff that I was taught by the older women in my family, you know, a lot of that stuff don't even really apply no more unless it's a certain kind of man that appreciates that. So I think that a lot of people are practicing polygamy. They just not calling it polygamy. You know, a lot of people are in relationships with people that's committed to other people and knowingly does that. Like I never personally been in a relationship where I knowingly knew he was with somebody else. Now I might have got tricked into the situation, but when I found out, you know, I exit. So for me, I think that just because it's a shortage of black men, it's not a shortage of men, even though I prefer black men. But I'm not going to, you know, accept that as an excuse of me not having a man that's for me. I'm the type of person that I love the way I love. I gotta have mine. So I can't be sharing. I don't like community. And, you know, who I love is not available to the community.
I definitely territorial. Don't touch my shit, none of my shit. Don't look at it too hard. Don't
look at it. No. I don't share what I love like that.
Why you say side chicks winning?
They are. Like, if I wasn't the type of woman that I am, like I'm a woman I got integrity, I have a standard, you know, I was raised to be a certain kind of woman. But I gotta admit, I be looking at these side chicks, they are winning. They get all the time, they get all the money, they get all the sex.
They don't got to clean, they not watching this.
They don't have to cook, they don't have to clean. And the wife get the broken hearts, the kids, and the bad credit.
She's trying to deal with her intuition.
She's winning. She's winning.
Chick ain't got nothing in her name. Side chick ain't got
right, she's winning. She's winning.
No way.
Can I pause?
They winning.
Yes, they are. They winning. They are winning. They happy. They winning out here.
You can't say that. I know side chicks that are winning, and you don't have to be his wife to have a life insurance policy. So when he die, bitch, you can dispute with his family what you're gonna get. I'm still gonna always be taken care of. So it definitely just depends on the level of the side chick. The 20
life insurance policy on the suck at the DMV as far as that goes.
They have businesses with their side chicks. They have whole businesses with their side chicks.
Right.
While their wife is at home being a homemaker. So when this shit hit the fan, she's trying to figure out how to get a job and support herself. And the side chick got a whole business he's been funded. I have heard several married guys, like, it's just horrible. From why do you want to be the wife? Like the side chick gets treated better. I do the side chick just like I do my wife. The only thing she has is the title and the stationary home with him and like Thanksgiving and shit. Nope, the side chick post like, you know, it's side chick holiday. Nobody gives a, we celebrate, I mean, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of the calendar holidays, we really don't care. We celebrate a week in Miami after the holiday or a week in Miami during the holiday on him while he's there with his wife. So they are winning. If your man is not faithful to you, everybody is winning besides you.
No, they're not. Okay. Y'all speaking from a Wendy Williams relationship perspective.
And your husband is cheating. How are you winning?
Yeah, she winning right now. That's you should have brought up Wendy Williams.
She ain't winning. She can barely get through an episode without being drunk. Like, she is miserable. She is miserable.
The side chick is winning. She took the husband, and Wendy got to pay him alimony, and that's why she going to work every day drunk.
But that's really stressful. Seeing your man.
That's why she going to work every day drunk and high, because she got to pay him alimony while he got her 2 businesses, driving it and Ferrari, while she working every day.
Joanna,
and it's alimony.
So when you say that, are you speaking from the average side chick, like the regular, or are you talking from like a love and hip hop perspective? Like which level?
No, I'm talking about everyday women that I know, that you got the girls out here working, trying to do big things. The women that are side chick and more loose, they don't have my problems. To me, I feel like I personally feel like they are winning as far as if you're a woman with standards, you have a responsibility to maintain those. If you're a woman that don't feel like I have to have that responsibility, or I don't have to have that standard, I'm willing to go like low to get whatever I want, you don't have to uphold that. So the women that don't have to uphold that, and they out here winning because they're not following the rules, so to speak. They just, getting what theirs, and that's the way it is. That's from what I see, especially this generation of women. Especially this generation of women.
That is so not true. Like,
well,
but even the whole women think that Instagram chicks are winning and all this because they got likes. How many of them are walking? How many Instagram and bad bitches y'all know walking down the aisle?
Well, we don't think that they're winning. We all got filters, so we all know with a little bit of effort we could be in the right angle.
But they'll take some chicks going on a yacht down in Miami or something.
You can rent anything,
winning, but they are miserable. Like they end up with a lack of respect because of just their lifestyle. No man wants to settle down with that.
We're not talking about. We're really.
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. They always get married.
Nah.
Kanye kind of blew that theory for you, Bobby. Kanye kind of blew that theory for you. No, some of these dudes will hook up with hoes and try to make them wife material.
While they have a whole wife at home.
Yeah, I mean, a side chick is just that. And my thing about a side chick is none of them, you can break up with a side chick very easily. With a wife, you can't really break up that easily. Like you said, you have to go to the divorce court and all that. Side chick, stop calling.
But and she said that you don't need
ain't got shit coming.
If the man dies, like if any, let's just use any of these wealthy men. If any of them die, not one side chick is getting a dime. They're not getting anything.
But you know what? That's so crazy that I hear everybody talk about in the end. So your whole goal in the marriage is to stay in the end, so you will have some. So you didn't got all.
No, that's not what that's referring to. That's not what that's referring to.
And you didn't came home and tainted your whole soul with this. So when he died, what if you fucking die first? I done been a whole dog ass wife. Look
at DMX wife. Well, look at DMX fake wife. What she get?
I mean, but what in the instances? That's because she didn't have any fucking sense. It's nowhere in the world. Me, JoJo, or Beauty's Gift is not about to be married or engaged to DMX or any other money like that for all them years and not have no fucking paperwork. We gonna have. We're not fucking
and she baby mama number 20th. She baby mama number 20th. Like,
there's always gonna be a fool out there. So
she baby, you can't even get a child support check out of DMX. He got like 20 kids.
19
growling at him.
That was like
$1 check.
Didn't secure any cars or that home. That was kind of her fault. That's not a normal chick. Maybe that's a love and hip hop chick. But we're about to go ahead. Okay, we're about to go ahead and get a question from a member of our audience. Who got their hand up? Who want to chime in?
We got Cleveland again.
What you think about this?
Well,
you make your wife look bad on social media?
What'd you say?
Are you married, Cleveland?
No, I'm not married, but I'm in a committed relationship.
Okay.
I think what it is, I think it's unrealistic for anybody to think nowadays with social media and with things that go on that they can't be the side person, that somebody can't get down on them, that somebody can't have somebody on the side, both women and men. I mean, because what Chris Rock said, I mean, once you turn 16, every dude that talked to you was like, how you doing? Do you want some dick? So for not only men, but for women to have somebody on the side, to have somebody that they see on a regular reoccurring basis, for you to think that that can't happen to you, nah, you looking at a different movie. Now, the whole thing about the polygamy, that was created by Black women because they understood that there were women in the community who needed protection, who needed to be able to have access to resources, who needed things in the community, and there weren't enough men. So for people to say that it can't work, I think they've been a little bit selfish. I think we've been programmed to think that we have to have our own. He has to be completely mine. I think the reality of the situation is that there's always the option for somebody to have somebody on the side. It's a choice you make. That's it.
So Cleveland. So with the difference is 2 million men and Black women and men. It was 48, 49 million. That's a far stretch just simply because it sounds like a lot, but really
it's not.
Yeah, it's not a lot. So when people hear that, it's kind of really clear as if there's really this
Stop it. Who's wrestling chips? Stop it. Mute your mic.
So it's given a false image of just society and our capabilities of being couples and things like that. Because again, everything that's tearing up relationships now is social media. I was talking to my wife earlier about this. We talk about relationships a lot. And social media has kept people from valuing the people right near them and around them. Just like 15, 20 years ago, I don't know if the Millitant or Joanna or whoever, however y'all dated, it would probably be somebody you met in church or in school or at the community center or in your neighborhood or at school or something that's relevant to you. And then social media came and opened it up. And now literally have people looking down at the people in their own communities for somebody 2 states away that's probably doing worse than the people in your community, but because they don't live where you live. So people got this weird mindset that they think there's this shortage of qualified people when it isn't. It's just more unrealistic, delusional people. That's what's happening. It ain't a shortage. That 2 million men have been going to war for the last 80 years. If we hadn't had all this stuff and women stayed here, we'd probably be the other way. But that doesn't mean, and yeah, we have murders and stuff like that, but the reality is there's been a shortfall for a long time. But that doesn't mean that the average woman, you got 20 million other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Man, you be talking all that crap about us online, talking about making the guys turn against us, talking about we skeezers and shit. I be seeing your posts. We're going to take an intermission, y'all. We're going to come back with Bobby J Coleman. He got the nerve to have a wife and be posting all that. Yeah, you can see I was offended by a lot of your comments. I was looking like, oh, I should stop even following him. But I got out my feelings though. You weren't talking about me, but still, you be going hard. We're going to go to intermission. We're going to go to intermission, guys. We're going to take a couple minutes, check out a word from our sponsors. We do really have some great sponsors for the show. Let me see here. Tonight's show is sponsored by Smashing Concepts, Starving Mind Records, Just Shooting, Royal Salon Express, where I have the honor of being now, Farside TV, Shay J Booking, and myself, Just Plain Selfish. We're going to go to intermission. Black Legacy, you going to do some things for us?
I'm Joanna Underwood, running for Detroit City Council in District 7. I'm currently elected as your City Commissioner of the Detroit Charter Commission, asking for your vote and your support to become the next councilwoman for District 7. I'm here at Shirley Park. I organized a cleanup to clean up this park. And I desperately want change in our city government related to recreation and park. We have to invest in the youth. 70% of Detroit is under the age of 40. Most of the children under the age of 18 is living in District 7. So we need safe places for our children to play and be kids and have fun. When I become the councilwoman, I will secure and allocate budgets that reflect the neighborhood investments. We need more money invested in our local parks, in our neighborhoods, in our communities to promote family and making sure our children have a safe place to play. Vote for Joanna Underwood. Underwood is a fighter for the people. Underwood will fight for you.
Okay, Joanna, putting in that work.
For sure, about to make a difference out here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
All right, I'm not sure. Tim Black Legacy, did we have something else that we were going to air before we got back into it?
Nope, that was it. Let's get back into the show.
All right, super cool. So, boom, 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 boom. All right, so hold on, I gotta process this question first a little bit before I even say it again because it's already got my mind on it. Give me like 2 seconds.
The missive topic.
And then also, I do want to take a moment to encourage you guys. We got about an hour left, so we probably got about 2 or 3 more questions. So go ahead and submit some questions for this second half if you can. But go ahead, Chris, take it away. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. All right, so this question. So I'm gonna start with JoJo for this one, and then I'm gonna move to D Millitant. So I'm gonna ask JoJo the question, then D Millitant. JoJo is your sister, so she came to you with this question, and I need you to respond to her as your sister with the answer. So, JoJo, you caught your man watching a trans woman having sex with a woman on a video. So you peeped in. You was like, oh, so he like to see trannies fucking women. And then you paused for a second and you went to go call D Militant to ask him how you should address it. But first, how are you thinking you should address it in your mind?
This question is crazy. All I could think about, my heart would drop. Like I don't even have no words. I think I would be like devastated. Like, oh my God, is this turning him on?
Devastated, sis, or are you chucking the deuces devastated? Which kind of devastated are you?
I'm out of there and I'm checking him. Like, that's turning you on?
He is like this too.
Oh my God.
All right, D Militant, your sister just called you and she kind of, she just asked you that question. She just caught your brother-in-law watching the little video with the trans and old girl. So what you gonna tell her? Should she stay? Should she go? What you telling her?
I'm gonna ask her a couple of questions first, like, could it have been a pop-up? Could it have been one of those things where you're looking at one thing and all of a sudden you got all these other choices and you scroll down and next thing you watch somebody fuck a dog. See, I've been caught into that kind of shit. You think you're looking at one thing and these motherfuckers go left on your ass. So I would ask that. Has he shown any signs previously that he likes chicks with stubble or dudes, with tits? If he's kind of like shown a sign that he might be into that kind of thing. Because if that's the first time, you got to cut some slack. But then you got to go ahead and kind of set up some secret cameras and follow him and see if that's his thing. You can always go on his phone after he's been gone for a while at the end of the night and see, oh, this motherfucker's into this shit all the time. In that case, bounce. I would say get away because you're never going to win that.
Wait a minute, is he into it while watching it? Because if he into it while watching it, that's a different story. I ain't get that part now.
He watched it.
Stood there. I don't know how long she stood there, but Beauty's gift. I don't think that you're gonna even call anybody and ask them any questions. But tell me, you walk in, sis, you stand there for 10 seconds and he ain't flicked off and seemed alarmed yet. What you doing, sis?
He got to go. I am cutting. Don't let me find the remote. I'm cutting everything. I'm gonna be like, oh, so that's what you like? This is what we doing now? Like, I wouldn't even know what to say to that. I would like, this is what we doing now. That is the first thing that would come to my head. And I would just help him pack.
So like, interrupt the groove with the questions right there.
I'm gonna interrupt it. I'm interrupting everything. I'm gonna turn on the light. I'm blowing out the candles. This is what we doing. So you like the bending? Which one do you like? I can't take it. You like me? Oh my goodness. I would lose my whole entire mind if I seen that, because it means that you look at that thing. Like you enjoy looking at stuff like that. And being a woman, you enjoy a man. You want a woman, not a woman. You want a woman. Okay, so go get your woman.
Bobby J, your sister Beauty Gift just called you with this scenario. What you telling your sister?
Get that nigga out of there.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, big bro. Let that know. Let it be known. I'm getting them gone.
Ain't no way back from that. Like, it's a black hole. You sucked in. Go. Get your shit.
To the left, to the left.
So just to kind of piggyback off that a little bit, we had one of our viewers post a question in the box. So, does a man choosing to have his, I'm just read it like they say it. So does a man choosing to have his ass licked and stroked emasculate him in any kind of way?
I'm not doing that.
You were asking questions. Wait. Before you decline to answer, remember our rules. No topic is taboo, so we want to know. So, Beauty, if you want his ass licked and stroked, what is going on? Does that make him metro?
Does that emasculate him?
Does it or does it not?
I do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Damn, that's a tough one. I'm just, but from my opinion standpoint, which matters nothing, I would say yeah.
Okay, D Millitant, what would you say?
When I was younger, I used to try a lot of stuff. No dude stuff, but I used to try, like, you can lick my nipples and all that shit. But with the ass licking situation, what I always found was there's no comfortable way for me as a dude to get my ass licked. I mean, I can't have my butt hiked up. I can't be on my back with my legs thrown back. I can't squat down, It's just, see, when you get head, you can stand up there like, Captain Morgan with your hands on your shoulders, but, with your hands on your hips, but you cannot do that when you're getting your ass licked. Even if it's you opening up your booty hole, that's not a masculine position. So I can't really get next to it.
Answer that question. A little bit feminine, a little bit when you get your asshole licked. You just can't be a G getting your ass licked. All right.
So if she asked to do that, like, how do you
turn it down?
You might have to punch her in
the face. How do you say no?
How do you say no? Do you say no, and how do you say no?
How do you say no, D?
Oh, no, I didn't say no. I just found it very uncomfortable. I didn't say I refused. I just felt kind of
Okay.
Just know, either she's super freaky or she super fucking love you. Okay, if she's trying to literally lick your ass, she would like for you to stay.
I was cleaner when I was younger. Hygiene was better.
What's better?
I said my hygiene was better when I was younger. I was cleaner. If I was a girl, I'd have licked my ass. Shit.
What can do?
I used my Luther sponge and all that back then.
Two different kinds of soaps.
I don't Luther no more, I'm old. Give a fuck what you do. You can take 12 showers. Old is old. So nobody asked to lick my ass recently. That's the case.
Oh my God. All right, D. Millitant, while you on the mic, I got another question from one of our viewers.
Hold on. Any response from the viewers?
I'm sorry, viewers, do you guys want to chime in on this ass situation here?
Put your hands up or hit the thumbs up icon so we know that you want to say something.
Because we definitely want to hear somebody else's opinion.
Nobody want to say nothing? Okay.
Yo, don't act shy. I know this ain't the only situation.
Yeah, it's a shy crowd tonight.
Since nobody has anything else to say, we're gonna go ahead and move to the next question. B. Millitant, I'm gonna run this back to you. So is it possible for a man to be submissive to a woman, and what does that look like, or what does that mean for a man to be submissive?
Oh, you mean submissive? And well, you can be a submissive a couple of different ways. You can let a woman take charge in situations like, you know, from business, schedule and stuff and all that. You can lay back and that's cool. But if it's a submission from a standpoint of letting her talk shit to you, that's not cool at all. If you're letting her assume the role of dominance, and it doesn't have to be a dominant passive situation, but if you let your woman talk trash to you and you ain't talking trash to her, see, if it's going back and forth, that's one thing. But if all of a sudden she's taking the role of, hey, nigga, you know, shut up and let me handle this or whatever. I've been on airplanes and watched wives browbeat their husbands, and I'm looking at this dude like, this is your life? This is how you honestly live? So, I can't go along with that. I bounce.
Okay, Bobby J, are you submissive at home? And how does it look like in somebody else's house if they were submissive? Is that even a thing for a man to be submissive to a woman?
No. It's if we're looking at submissive from a duty standpoint, where you are not interfering in how she handles things and does things, and vice versa, then yeah, that's a submissive thing. But who takes the lead and who doesn't? Only one person can lead. Now, we lead in our own separate ways. There are things that my wife is good at that I'm not good at, and vice versa. But we allow each other to fulfill whatever it is naturally that we're able and capable of doing, and we don't undermine that person or try to control that person from, like dragging them along and nope, your way is not good enough or anything like that. I said men need to know their place in the relationship as well. And this isn't saying being put in your place. It's just saying he needs to know where he belongs and where he fits in at. Because if you're a man and you get a woman that can do it all herself, you'll sit back and like, well, what does she need me for? Same for a woman. If he came in, now unless you're trifling, he did all the cleaning and cooking and all this, you're gonna be like, where do I fit in at? It's the same thing. So there is a level to it, but and I'll just keep it on that level. I won't go higher, but I think this is where you might be speaking from. Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. And me and my wife, it's unwritten. It's just things that we never talk about. We just automatically do. Automatic. And she let me do my thing. I let her do hers. And it works. So it's our little system that it just happened that way. But just depending on your background and things like that, you may not be equipped with that.
Okay. JoJo Beauties, if either one of y'all want to chime in, have you ever had a man that was submissive? Would you want a man that was submissive?
Me personally, no. I would never want a man that's submissive. I am a woman that's strong and assertive. And I realized that being a so-called strong Black woman, I don't always want to make the executive decisions. Like, it's certain decisions that I don't always have to make. And I like a man to take charge and be assertive and make executive decisions. And I can trust his leadership in the household. Like, it had to be like in certain areas where I'm strong at, then you need to listen to me. And I'm gonna tell you, because I'm very boisterous. But as far as me just, having a man that I can just bitch around, no, I would not even be attracted to a man like that. It's just not something for me.
Beauties, Gift, you want to chime in?
Yeah, nah, I can't do no submissive man. Now, I would love a man that has submissive tendencies, meaning that you are submissive in communication, meaning you can talk and listen to understand. Some men have an ego to where they feel that they can't talk, like they're just too macho or too dominant to where they don't have feelings or they don't have problems to where where something is hard. Like a man can never admit that. Now, a man that is submissive and able to admit to you because y'all are in a relationship, like, damn, this is hard, and ask for your help, then that's the type of submissive man I would want, but not 100% yes man, like, yeah, honey, sure. Yeah, I'll clean, I'll cook. No, I can't do no man.
That's pride. I don't think that's submissiveness. I think that's just pride.
Well, see, it's a dominancy. I would call it pride. I wouldn't call it pride because if you're in a relationship with somebody, regardless of any pride that you have, it's going to go away because of the person you're in a relationship with. You tend to have a weakness for the person that you surrender yourself for. So a lot of people don't want to surrender because we don't want to tend to be weak. We don't want to come off as weak. We don't want to come off as like, this person can run over me. So I'll rather show my ego or pride or dominant side rather than actually being submissive and more open to the person in some certain occasions so you don't hurt me. So I would rather have a man that is easy, I would guess say more so not sensitive, but more lenient onto using their feelings and opening themselves. So that is the only part of submissive I would want in a man, but I would need that leadership because I'm a dominant one. And if you can't make me submissive and I make you submissive, I might as well put a collar on you.
How does that work when you're basically a dominant woman, but you want a man to be more emotional? How does that work? Because men are hardwired to be less emotional. So we can't bring that we can't get into your feelings. We have a definitive, like, we want to get to a point. We don't want to go around how you feel and all this. We want to say, hey, if we have an issue and we're discussing it, we want to get A to Z. We don't want to go through the feelings and all that. We want to keep it on. So that's not room. That's not how we're hardwired.
True, but it's not. That doesn't mean that everyone's hardwired the same. Yeah, you're told that you cannot. You have to get straight to the point. But even getting straight to the point will still release some type of stress, some type of dysfunction in the mind. Because if you don't have a peace of mind,
in the midst on that journey to getting to the resolution, we got to address your feelings and how you feel and how this.
Oh no, we don't got to get all sentimental. We need hugs.
That just comes with kind of knowing your partner. Most of the time, we don't want you to understand our feelings. Our girls understand our feelings. We're going to talk to them. Most of the time, we want something. We want you to do something. We want to get from A to Z too. The crying is just because we don't know how the fuck else to get through to you.
Get it out. Yes, so we emotional.
Argument.
That's why.
No.
Because you lose an argument. That's why the tears come out. The waterworks out.
No, it's not. Some of us
that's not true. We are emotional.
And we're not. God made us this way.
Your partner comes in, because my partner knows.
Your parenting made y'all that way.
Let me figure out what the hell she wants and let me give it to her. You got to know your person. You know what I'm saying? We really don't want to go through all that damn drama. We don't like it.
Yes, we don't like it either.
We don't feel like.
And I agree. I want to say that I agree with both of you and what you're saying. I just asked her, how does that work? Because she did confess that she's like a dominant woman.
I am a dominant woman.
Yeah, so I was just saying how you mix the two with an emotional guy and you dominant, that automatically puts you here and him there.
He just has
he has to come with more so of a side of intimidation. I have to be intimidated. I am not an easily intimidated woman. And I wouldn't say I would need the intimidation because of intimacy or anything of that. I need to see that you are a man of your word. Your word matters to me, really. And in a relationship, it's saying, if I'm going to do this and I have your side, I have your back, that's your word. And if you do not follow your word, being a man, then it's what do you have? What do you have? What can you follow?
You got that.
Now we're gonna flip
that don't matter.
Yeah,
around though.
Only 50%.
Before we flip the question around, I just want to add, like, I'm an extremely dominant woman, But in relationships, I'm extremely submissive. So you can be both. Like I want somebody else, because I'm dominant in every area of my life. So in relationships, I want somebody else to be in charge. And you better be able to tell my little ass no and sit down, because if not, I'm being fucked it all up for both of us. So I'm about to let anything happen. So yes, I need someone to keep it in control. And I guess knowing myself, I'm not going to date anybody that I just know can't control the situation.
Yes, can't control it.
Now, I mean, with that being said, I'm definitely submissive. I love to be submissive. If I find somebody like I have and I know that you got it, yes, make all the decisions. Please tell me what the fuck to do. And
yes,
make sure
I would love that, but
it's under control, because I like that kind of stuff. Beauty's gift, can you be submissive?
Yes, I completely can be submissive. I can be submissive to a man. It's never been a man that I have not been submissive to. But a guy that I was with, when he figured out that, all right, she's the dominant one. So listen, I have to show you, in order for me to see the submissive side of you, he's going to have to show me what he can bring to the table. If that's the case, if you do not show me that you are able to work, you are a hardworking man, you have a mind on your shoulders, and you're not just a guy that is influenced by what he sees, like monkey see, monkey do. You have to be a leader in your own path. If you do not have your own path, I don't think our paths will ever be able to intertwine, because I am a person of my own. Like I am a person of my own mind, my own soul, my own division. I am in my own path. And if you do not have a path of yourself to where this is what I'm going to bring to the table and I can build my own kingdom without you, then I don't think I can ever really be like, oh, okay, to any man. I'll be like, shut up.
We gonna switch it to you, D Militant. Does your woman have to be submissive?
No, she might have to be submissive. She just has to understand that we have to be yoked, where the final decision has to be made. You don't have to submit to me. If you go ahead and put up an argument that's better than mine, I'll listen to you. Because see, my whole thing is to win the situation. I don't know everything, and I'm hopefully have picked a woman who knows shit that I don't fucking know. Same thing with her. Hopefully you picked a guy who knows stuff you don't know, because if I pick somebody who's like a clone of myself, and you just happen to be a female, I really don't need you, because you're not going to expand me. I did have a question though, since you called upon me. What do you strong women do about all these bitch-made dudes? Because as a dude, I'm running across bitch-made dudes and I'm offended all every goddamn day. I want to say, shake these motherfuckers up and say, man up, dude. Did anybody tell you to walk on the outside? Did anybody tell you to open doors? Did anybody tell you to be a man of your word? Did anybody tell you to pick up your fucking socks out of the middle of the fucking floor? I mean, there's a lot of bitch-made dudes out there. So what do you all do about them?
They created them.
I need a question.
This is true. They did. So now how are you dealing with your Frankensteins?
We not
Their mother created them.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Their mother created them.
Say that again.
Hold on. Their mother created them. That is a mama's issue.
We walking right past them.
That is a mother's issue.
That's my point.
You cannot, it starts from home. And that's both sides. Even as a female and a male, it starts at home. So if you're wondering why this man is wanting you to pick up after him, you can't raise a man, okay? Right. He's already grown at this point. If it starts at home, if they mama didn't teach them no discipline, you is really not gonna get no discipline from no non-disciplined kid. Man, I'm sorry. He's a boy. Send him back to his mama house and tell her they're gonna couch you need to be sleeping on.
But don't you find there's more boys running around now than there used to be?
Of course. That's normal.
But these dudes that you're talking about, D, where's their safe place at? Mama house.
They mama house.
Daddy ain't with that. Ain't none of
Daddy
us
not
at
dealing
our
with it.
daddy house. If it is, it might be overnight. We don't have a safe space for a place where we can go where daddy is, because everything with daddy comes with a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Mama is just emotion, it's the nurturing. So when I talk about stuff like that, like the generation of men now, this is a preview of what's to come next, because all these dudes is coming up next. Our daughter's gonna have to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a woman's raising a daughter, men don't interfere with how she raises that daughter. But when a boy is being disciplined or reared by the daddy, the mother usually undermines that because she doesn't understand what it means, because she looks at it as, oh my God, he's hurting him or this or that. No, that's how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the understanding that we don't have. So when I said that, I didn't mean like you created them. I'm just saying you get these dudes that they go out and become failures, and then they know they can go back home to mama. All these dudes shooting up the streets and stuff, they not running back to their daddy house. They running back to mama house. They running back to auntie and people like and whoever they got around them that's encouraging that. So that's where this comes from. Because I can't look no dude in the eye and have a conversation with him. I just can't, because I can smell it on him. I'm like, nah, you're not a man. You know, I'm the same. I'm that way with just life in general. If you're not a man, I can't talk to you. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna be rude or nothing like that, but we're not gonna be cool. I don't have no friends that's like that. You gotta be a man.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
Totally agree. Okay.
Have anything to say? Anybody else have anything to say? We are nearing the end of our show, so I do have one final question that we're going to ask. After that question, I'm going to have all of our panelists come back up and say some final words, and then we'll wrap it up. So if we don't have any questions from the audience, going once, twice, no hands. All right. So, all right, for this question, everybody's single. You single. So you single and you at your friend's wedding. Y'all been friends for a long time. For guys, this is your female friends. For ladies, this is your male friend. And before your friend walks down the aisle, we'll say it the night before, he like, I'm about to get married. You know, I'm never going to have this opportunity again. Like, and mind you, you find a friend kind of sexy and you single. Like, we should just fuck, right? This is what, I mean, I'm about to be married. It's not going to mean nothing. We already know my life going on. It's going to be nothing. Do you smash your friend before they get married?
No.
If you're not smashing, you want to smash anyway, though. Like on some real.
Okay, so let's do this. Once it's a ring involved, I feel like that man is just an off limits, because not only is there a ring, there are vows with that. Not only there's actually literally a secluded agreement. Like, this is the person I'm going to spend my rest of my life with forever. I don't think I would be comfortable with seeing a man kiss his wife, knowing he just was kissing on something else.
Is it your jealousy emotions, or you feel bad for the wife, or what is it? Because they're not married.
Yeah, I would feel more necessarily bad for the wife, because this is the guy that is trying to soil his royal oats before he is married.
The life.
Okay. He trying to soil his royal oats before we get married, and I'm not the one that's soiling anything, baby. I'm a wife myself. Okay.
No, I am not smashing my friend before I get married. Like, you don't go into a marriage like that. No, I will not do that. No, I'm not smashing my friend before you get married.
Y'all ain't no fun. Bobby J, you smashing your friend before she get married?
You know, what's the most famous Black wedding song?
I don't know.
Celebrate.
I don't know.
Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross.
It's Luther Vandross, Here and Now. Until that song plays, everything is here and now. I promise to love
you. So she's single until that moment. And she tell you, before I walk down the aisle, like, you know, we're going to be homies forever. And like, I always want to just sample you one time. You know, it's going to be nothing after this. So you smashing her, basically. That was a yes?
Nah. Because the emotions, man, it ain't gonna end there. It's gonna.
Y'all gonna be having an affair?
No, I'm saying her emotions. I couldn't do that. Like, her emotions it would be an attachment or something. And
Well, why guys always swear? Why she couldn't just be a hoe and have a little hoe in her and want to get it out? And you was
It ain't worth the risk. My best man is single. He
talking
can
about
hit it.
from your standpoint. So say this your girl who always just been emotionless. Like she not emotional like that. She one of the homies. That's why it's like kind of like one of your best friends. But her booty like wow. So you're not gonna smash her emotions or your own emotions.
One of my stud homies, she pregnant, so I don't know what that they be thinking.
Yeah. D. Millitant, are you smashing your friend before she walked down the aisle or no? This is the night before.
I don't trust her. One day she may get into an argument with her husband, and all of a sudden my name is coming up, and I got to look over my shoulder behind this dude because see, dudes, we don't want to hear that anybody fucked our woman. Once we made you our woman or made that commitment to you, we don't care about all them dudes. We care, but we don't want to hear about all them dudes that you had before you met us or before you committed to us. But once you make some kind of commitment, I love you, I dig you, and all that shit, we don't want to hear about no other dicks involved. So hell no. And bottom line is, I'm not going to try to fuck you. And next thing, 6 months later, your husband come, hey homie, we need to talk. Fuck that shit. I'll bust a cap in your ass. We ain't talking. I know why you're here.
Somebody.
Fuck that. I know exactly why you're here. When you screeched up in front of my house, slamming on your brakes, I know why you came. Fucking nah, she told you, didn't she? She told you.
That is priceless. All right, so friend that's sitting there to answer that question, don't smash, okay? Whether it's a guy or a girl, don't smash because it doesn't turn out well from what our panelists have to say.
No entanglements. Yes.
No, this has definitely been an amazing show. All of our panelists, D. Millitant, Beauty's Gift, JoJo, Bobby, you guys were super duper amazing. Come up and definitely give us a couple of words, a couple of remarks. Tell us about what you got going on next. What's going on, Bobby J?
Hold on, Chris, before you do that, we do have one that want to chime in.
Okay, absolutely. I'm sorry about that. Who we got?
Yeah, Cleveland.
Go ahead, Cleveland. What you want to tell us? Are you smashing?
I would say yeah.
Period. The only one that's answering.
I would say yeah because
white boy,
I would say yeah because my female friends are my friends. You could not be with old boy 2 years from now. I'm sorry. Marriages come and go. My female friends, like I said, are really my friends. You know what I'm saying? If we have something and you confide in me and you tell me this and you tell me this in earnest, I'm with you. Him, that's your problem. I'm sorry. That's for you and he to work itself out. You are who I'm concerned with because 5 years from now, you may not be with his ass. And I may need something from you. We may have an emotional bond that lasts us for the rest of my life. So your thing with him is your thing with him. Your thing with me is something completely different. And there's no guarantees your thing is going to work itself out. There's no guarantee you're going to be married forever. You taking a chance. You taking a chance on him, just like you're taking a chance on anything else in life.
All right, Cleveland. Check this out. Say it's you going down the aisle and your homegirl on the tip.
Bobby J, I did not know you had no morals based on your Facebook post, but go ahead, Cleveland, answer the question.
Like I said, you talking about on the back end, how you would feel about something you may never know about. And 5 years from now, if I found out that now that I don't like your ass, that you were sleeping with old boy, that ain't gonna make no damn bit of difference to me. Why would I care about that now? If you're talking about because I found out 3 years into our marriage and we having problems and I still want to be with you, then you just put that on the plate of the other shit that I might have to get over and we might have to work our way through. The reality of the situation is that, you know, if we in it and we gonna, you know, be with each other and work itself out, we gonna have some problems. What does cheating with old boy have to do with you cheating with somebody else? Because I gotta look at his ass? Well, I mean, at least I know he a halfway decent dude. Shit, fuck. You know, I like the motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Well, if it's of any consequence, Cleveland, I'm definitely with you. I mean, I think they're just all on their moral ass high horses today, and and you know, some of them might have other reasons, but I mean, I feel you. That's you and the homie. And go ahead. What's your question, sweetheart?
I'm really just like, I'm looking at a question and I'm like, if it is that you think you have to smash somebody else the night before you get married, then why bother getting married? Because clearly you're not about that one person. So why bother?
So people have bachelor parties. Guys have bachelor parties and have sex with strippers the week before all the time as a common thing, right? Guys,
Yeah,
are
but
you?
Why?
I don't know. I'm asking the guys. I've never had one. So guys, are you guys against that too? Are you like once you?
Is that what they do at bachelor parties?
That the ones I've heard about.
I played the fifth.
Yeah, but you don't know them. You don't know the stripper. So what? It's a bachelor party. You don't know those girls. You'll probably never see them again in life.
So
they
it's fine if it's a stranger.
They come out dressed like cops. So what?
So here's the thing.
You're talking about somebody you know.
So it's fine to smash a stranger right before you get married. It's just not fine to smash the homie right before you get married.
Well, look at where the moral aspect is coming from. It's because men know how it backfires. It's too close to home.
So that's not morals. That's just knowledge of getting out of trouble. That's not necessarily your morals. Okay, explain it to me then. That makes sense.
I mean, I'm just saying when you call it morals, it's like, well, more of it is like the distrust, because it could be 2-3 years down the line and then you hear something back and then it blows your whole marriage up or whatever the case may be. Side chicks talk. These little one-nighters, they talk. Somebody gonna say something. So it comes more from a distrust place than a like ability to hold back.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got any other audience members that want to chime in? All right, so I think that was our last question. Tim, do we have any more questions or are we good?
I don't see nobody hand up. Does anybody have anything they want to chime in on this question before we wrap it up?
Somebody's hand is up though. Oh, they just took it down.
Whose hand? Okay.
All right.
I think that's it. Yeah.
All right, so again, I do want to shout out all of our sponsors again for making this happen. Smashing Concepts, Starving My Records, Just Shooting, Royal Salon Express. You guys got to get Royal Salon Suites. I'm sorry, you guys got to get with Dr. Linton. He is like the best. I got the braids today, but he. Oh, what? We bring it. So I guess y'all can't get with him, but I can't because he retired. So, but anyway, definitely, I'm sure he has some other stylists and amazing things going on at the suite. He's also has space for lease as well. You guys want to check out Royal Salon Suites as well. And then we got Farside TV and of course myself, Just Plain Selfish. Tonight also, guys, there should be a link in the comments, a Zoom link where we have tickets for the next show for only $3. If you buy it tonight, you're locked in for the next show for only $3. So go ahead and click that Zoom link and make sure that you get in on those tickets. And then don't forget to tell a friend about the show. And all of our panelists, real quick, go ahead and tell us what you got going next and your favorite bit of relationship advice. Go ahead, Bobby J. Go ahead and tell us something.
You said, repeat that again.
So tell us what you got going on, you know, where they can find you, how they can be entertained, and then give us a little bit of relationship advice, your favorite bit.
All right, so you basically find me everywhere under Bobby J Online or Bobby J Coleman on Instagram and Facebook. Those are only two that I'm on right now. Twitter got a little too sensitive, so I just had to get up off there. Yeah.
I think it was you. I don't think it was Twitter, though.
Yeah. So I choose violence every day at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook. Right now, I'm just doing comedy shows. I'm everywhere. So just, you know, I post the flyers or events, weekends, wherever I'm at. Relationship advice. Ladies, come to the relationship submissive, not on a contingency plan, and you'll get better results.
Stroke their ego and you win. I agree with that. That was good advice. I'm glad I had a chance to meet you. Now I can stop hating online on your comments and stuff, because you're really a decent, down to earth guy with a couple morals, and you got a whole wife.
So hear me out real quick. So hear me out. So the angle with what people are seeing, I took what women say and I just flipped it to let them know how silly it sounds. Because the reason I said the whole contingency plan thing, women have to be more accountable for their own behaviors and not putting it on what somebody else does. Because if a man says, I'll be a provider if, that means he's not a provider. Either you are submissive, either you are a provider, either you are a leader, either you can't be under these contingency plans, man or woman. So that's why I say that, because men are expected to be that day one. Women, day 45, if you prove this, and that. So I just flip it to give women a perspective and create a dialogue and conversation around those topics, because they seem to say things but not understand what it means. So I'm just giving our perspective. That's what it comes from. So I know it kind of comes off offensive, but that's the angle.
So politely he just said, I flipped that dumb shit around, y'all be saying, so y'all can hear how dumb that shit sounds. Brother, that's still disrespectful. I'm still offended. Thank you, Bobby J. No, I'm just joking.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. Now that's definitely cool, because sometimes we need to hear that shit back, because we be tripping, but we don't care. We on a planet of our own. Go ahead, D. Tell us what's going on with you.
You can find me at funnylit.com, FUNNYLIT.com, all my books and what I'm doing and all that. Plus, I'm giving your audience a free gift. We're gonna give you a calendar, which is a cool calendar. It's got all the comedians on it. And all you have to do is go to funnylit.com, go into my book section, scroll all the way down past all my books that you probably will want to buy, but go all the way down to the bottom. And that's where the collector's edition calendar is. Take the link, it's free. It's got a cool hip hop soundtrack to it. And it's got every comic, every Black comic of note. It lets you know when they were born, TV shows, sitcoms, that kind of stuff. It's very cool.
Oh, that's dope. That's funnylit.com, everybody. That's dope. Thank you so much.
Go get something free. And what I have going on right now, I have a show. I don't know if I can mention a rival station, but why not? Tubi has my show, Comedy on the Edge. It was the first time Jamie Foxx was on TV, the first time Yvette Wilson, first time D.L. Hughley and a lot of other people. They came back from 1990, but it was such a well-produced show, and they shelved it because we didn't have streaming platforms back then. So now that we stream, you can see it anytime, day or night. Like I said, a lot of great comics, Jetta Jones, Lance Crothers, Buddy Lewis is coming up pretty soon, and we're gonna do season 2. So I'm gonna be looking for new comics probably in September for season 2. Okay. And my love advice would be never forget I'm a Capricorn, and I was born on January 17th, the same day as Muhammad Ali. So my love advice is the greatest love of all. You gotta love yourself. And then when you love yourself enough and people can see how really happy you are with you, they would want to be around you. But when you look like you're miserable, you're either going to be prey for somebody, or you're just going to be somebody's doormat, because they can see you ain't really about you. You're looking for somebody to fulfill you, fulfill yourself. And then other people will want to be around somebody who actually don't need them. You don't want to be needy. That's my love advice. Don't be needy. Ugh.
That's good advice. Do not be needy out here. Beauty's Gift, go ahead and tell us about something.
Okay, well, of course, I have I can't really say much on it because of the type of job that I have and the contract that I have signed, also a non-disclosure, but I have a couple shows that is coming out soon. And I also, you all can find me on Instagram as well and TikTok as beauties_gifts. All of my little skits or comedy that you want to call it, you can find that there. I also am a brand ambassador, so any merchandise that you also want to promote or anything just promoting yourself, I also help with that as well. And my relationship advice to you is be at peace and secure with yourself before looking in it for anyone else, because If as long as you're at peace with yourself, there's nothing that can ever harm you. Nothing. And I say that because we allow things to hurt us, even if it's people, because we let others in, of course, and we let our guard down. Not only our guard, we let you see us for us without the hardship that we had to put up in order to go because of what we went through. So I really would say be at peace and secure with yourself before looking for any security and peace from anyone else.
That's beautiful. Yeah, she's real modest, y'all. She funny as hell, and she be trying to be sexy on Instagram. I see you.
I am very humble. I am a humble spirit.
I know when you watch her flex on the ground. I see you out there. We're gonna talk about that after the show. But go ahead, JoJo. Tell us about something.
I'm Joanna Underwood. I'm running for Detroit City Council, District 7. You can go to my website, junderwood.7. I'm currently serving as your Detroit Charter Commissioner. I help vote the Proposal P, asking everybody vote yes on P. If you're in the Detroit area, vote yes, because Detroit went to bankruptcy, and so we try to get some of our stuff back. And also, you can follow me at JoJo Underwood on Facebook, also Joanna Underwood on Instagram. And my relationship advice is never lose yourself in a relationship.
Absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are absolutely amazing. It was such a pleasure having all of you guys here. Don't forget, click the link, follow everybody, drop your links. Anybody in the audience, if you want to network, drop your social media, drop your links in the chat. Don't forget to follow all of our panelists. Don't forget to grab your $3 tickets. I'm your host, Just Plain Selfish. As always, make it about you. You have one fucking life. Make it about you. Who the fuck else is it gonna be about if it's not about you? In your relationships, your friendships, whatever. I wake up every day and I am in my own fucking world. And if I don't want you there, then you do not exist. My perception, just like everybody else's, is your reality. If you don't want that shit to be a part of your reality, perceive that it's fucking not. Make it always about you and make sure you love yourself first. We're gonna turn everything over to Tim and he's gonna talk a little bit. Anybody that wants to hang out, we are in the show now. But if you do want to hang out, we'll definitely be sticking around for about 10 more minutes and we're just talking about anything you guys want to talk about. Tim?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning into the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. I want to say a special thank you to the panelists, the sponsors, and of course, the viewers. You guys tuning in with us tonight. You guys could have been doing anything else, but you chose to be here with us. I hope for next show that you will tell people, bring a friend. Please remember to follow us on all social media pages, Instagram and Facebook, Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. That's with the number 2. And then also Bobby had just sent me a message, Bobby J Coleman. He said the first 10 people that follows him, he will pay for the next ticket to the next show. Our next show coming up is April 14th. So if you go on Instagram, follow Bobby J Coleman, hit him up in a DM, and I'm pretty sure, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought he said so. Say so? Anybody?
I didn't say anything. That was me, but I didn't. I wasn't saying it to you. I was
you
just
doing
saying
that?
it to myself.
You doing your voiceovers.
I was doing my.
Okay. All right, but hit Bobby up in Instagram, Bobby J Coleman. DM him, and then he said he'll cover the first 10 people to the next show. Outside of that, I mean, the show was awesome. I loved it. I love the conversation. Millitant, Bobby J Coleman. I hope you guys hang around for a little bit. I definitely would love you guys to connect with y'all being producers and everything. So outside of that, I hope to see you guys at the next show. And shout out to Fireside TV. Other than that, you guys have a good night.
Have a blessed night, guys. I have a party to host, so love you guys. Thank you for having me again. I had an awesome time. Have a blessed night, everybody.
All right, cool. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Let me see.
Yo, D.
Bobby, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I just got on Amazon, got that calendar, man. So I'm supporting you that way.
Okay. What's your information? So I can, you and I can hook up away from.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll shoot you the number.
And,
where you at, man? What state you in?
I'm in Cali. I'm in California right now.
Okay, you in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in San Bernardino County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little bit to the left.
Yeah, I came out here to the desert.
Yeah.
A lot more land, a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Let's link up, man. For real.
Like I said, you can hit me up at Funny Lit, and my number's on there.
Okay, I'm about to right now.
Yeah, just go to the contact section. Just in case anybody's hacking in, I want to just give you my number right off the bat. You know that shit.
Cool. All right. Yeah, huge fan, man. You know, I grew up watching you, man. So, you know.
When everybody says that.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Oh, okay, yeah, you did.
Hey, Bobby, we were around the same age. I'll be 39 next month.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna talk to you for your birthday, but happy birthday.
I appreciate it. Well, where you say you was located?
Kansas City.
Kansas. Okay, cool. That's where you are you born and from there, Kansas City? Okay, cool.
I'm in the middle of the map, man. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I just text you, bro.
Hey, D Millitant, I'm gonna be in touch with you later this week. We'll talk. Okay, cool. Thanks for coming and appreciate your time, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, especially on the weekend.
All right, yeah, thank you. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, great talk, everyone. Yeah, we sure appreciate the energy y'all brought to the show. Y'all definitely brought some good perspective.
Absolutely, man. It was a good time, man. I had a good time, and you know, I missed the meet and greet yesterday. I wasn't aware it was one, but I did remember it. I remember it being sent to me, but then yesterday I totally forgot.
Oh, no worries, bro. No worries. I probably would. Well, I don't know what your schedule is for the end of the year, but I think for the last show, what we might do is have some of the people who's been on our previous shows. You would definitely be one of the people I would want to invite back for the end of the year show. So I'll send you some information on that if you're interested. Be coming back. Man. Okay, cool.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Yep. And then, like I said, if you get the people, I'll see how. Let me see what's going on, because there'd be a lot of action going on here.
Okay.
But whoever sends it, just send me the invoice or whatever, man, and I'll take care of it. You know, this good and balanced. It was balanced. You know, it wasn't just one side. So I like the whole platform and format, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I'm just a bad.
Trina, you on still? You can meet my girl, because she's the co-producer. She's the.
I am.
There she go.
Oh, that's you. Okay. Cool. Nice to meet you. How long y'all been together?
Oh Lord. First off, how long we've known each other? Since 2004.
You the second one up here with an accent. Where you from?
I'm Jamaican.
And where's the other lady from?
Which other lady?
She was talking. She was laying down. She was talking.
Oh, that's Smashing Concept. That's one of my friends, and she's
Jamaica as well.
There she goes.
Jamaican too?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe, I don't know. I was thinking Bermuda or something. Or...
Nuh-uh.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
Straight Jamaican.
Yeah, that's cool. And y'all all up in Detroit?
No, we are in
I've never been.
Yeah, they're in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where you at, man?
Hey,
He's in
D,
Detroit.
Can you turn that down some?
So you in Detroit, and they in Jamaica.
Thank you. Yeah. Jamaica. So Kingston, that's where I'm looking to go probably in a couple months. I was over there. Yeah, I was over there earlier this year for like 6 weeks. So I got a chance to actually live over there for a little bit. It's real cool. Have you ever been over there?
Yeah, man, I like it though. I like it.
Okay.
There, man.
Okay, yeah.
Where did you go?
I was at Kingston. You know what? It was too damn hot in the mosquitoes.
Hey, okay, yeah, the mosquitoes be getting me too. I hate
Just put on the spray. Put on the spray. See, your blood is juicy. Your blood is juicy. That's foreign blood. Foreign blood.
Yeah.
Foreign blood.
The first time I was there was the week that Michael Jackson died. It was like 2010, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was my first time there. And I was actually performing there. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, I was with...
Do you remember where?
Huh?
Do you remember where?
Shoot. Where this one was at, we went to two different sides.
In Kingston?
It was Kingston. It was somewhere else too.
Montego Bay, Ocho Rios.
I mean, Montego was a stop, but it wasn't that time. It wasn't that time though.
Okay.
Can't remember. We were on a resort. In the resort, it was back to the water, and they had the stage set up there.
Okay.
We did the Michael Basin cruise, and we stopped there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You plan on coming back?
I haven't been there in like maybe 6 years or so, but I would love to. You know, me and my wife, we travel a lot. We travel like crazy. So I'm definitely. I don't know if she's been there. You been there before? Jamaica? She said no.
Oh, okay. Consider it.
Yeah.
So I got introduced her to see them goats walking around the street and stuff.
Right.
See the goats. Chuck Taylor's walking down the street. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice to meet y'all, man. And you know, maybe you should do this like in a panel form, like I know everybody's in different places, but if you can get it in one place, like a panel, man, that'd be dope, man.
That's what we did 200 shows before COVID live. So this is our first year doing virtual, but you know, as soon as we can, you know what I'm saying, things are comfortable, we'll get back into the live shows. But the live shows don't even compare to this. You know what I'm saying? Because of the vibe. You know what I'm saying? You got the people there. Yeah. So, but you know, we get the larger reach. We can reach people from all across. You know what I'm saying, with the virtual. So, but we do plan to keep both. You know what I'm saying? Keep them both going.
Absolutely, man. No,
Yeah.
This is dope, man. This is dope. So we'll chat, man. And I got your number and that.
I'm gonna send it to you on IG. I got you. Yep.
Okay, bet.
Yep.
I'm all over the country, man. So you know, if I get your way again,
no, please, yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I ain't performed there. It's been about 2 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'm all over the place, man. So we'll definitely pick up.
Saying we'll come to Kansas City. So like I said, we was looking to plan a little tour last year, but COVID came.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start putting that back together, a little travel tour, yeah.
Well, I know venues, I know people that got stuff popping here, so that'll be easy.
Okay, cool. Yep, cool. All right, man. Well, I got like a half-hour drive. Oh, yeah, good show. But I want to say thank you again, Bobby, man. I really appreciate you, you know, being as welcoming as you was. Like, you didn't know me from Instagram or nothing like that, but you was cool. Same with D Millitant. You was a cool dude, you know what I'm saying, just from jump. So appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. I mean, people taking chances on me, and they're in wonderful places. So it's always a pleasure to bless other people and just be a part of what's going on. So it was an honor for me to be on here too. So I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, bro. Yep. So anything I can do, bro, just reach out. If you see somebody on my show and you like, hey, can you hook me up? Just hit me up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I will connect you. You know what I'm saying? I love doing that type of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Nice to meet y'all, young ladies. All right, brother.
Thanks.
Up there with the gaming chair. I see you, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right.
Wait a second. Sasha, I wonder if you think it's me and you going out with him.
What?
Possibly.
What? Oh, dude. Oh. didn't think about that.
Wrong, somebody.
We don't get down like that.
Is that Zane? Look at Zane. Who else is on? I think I saw Cheryl and Justine.
Yeah, Justine.
They ain't gonna say nothing.
Nah.
People are gone. They left already.
Okay.
All right. I think I got to get ready to lock up, so I'm gonna get ready to take off. He got to close this building.
All right.
All right. Good show, everybody. We're gonna look to meet on Wednesday.
All right, cool.
It seemed like Cheryl turned her camera on. She must have something to say.
Cheryl. Can't hear you, Cheryl.
She's on mute. She's still muted.
Is she muted?
Yeah.
I can see you, but we can't hear you. God is working. Can't hear you, Cheryl. I'm not sure what's going on there.
All right, y'all. Good night.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
All right.